and the Prickle Problem, a book about doing your part. Written by Lucy Bell, illustrated by Michael Garton. Hal and the Prickle Problem, a book about doing your part, by Lucy Bell, illustrated by Michael Garton, published by Spark House. Hal knew God made him to be special. God gave him pointy ears and a tiny round nose. But most of all, Hal liked that God gave him prickles. Hal had so many prickles. He had prickles on his neck, and he had prickles on his back. He had prickles from head to toe. When Hal swam in the water, his prickles got very wet and heavy. When he ran through the wind, his prickles blew in the breeze. If Hal was ever in danger, his prickles would protect him. But sometimes Hal's prickles were a problem. Ouch! Yuri yelled one day. What's wrong, Yuri? Hal asked. Yuri held up her wing. One of Hal's prickles was stuck in her feathers. Ow, 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 ow! Joe rubbed his head. You're hurt too? Hal asked. What happened? I think I've got something sticking out of my head, and it's not a horn. Hal looked. One of his prickles was stuck between Joe's ears. Yikes! Rufus cried out as he hopped over on one foot. You too? Hal asked. Rufus nodded. I think I've got something on my fur, and it's not a spot. Rufus pointed to his leg. One of Hal's prickles was stuck right in the middle of it. The friends looked around. There were prickles lying all over the ground. Hal was shedding. Your prickle hurt me, Yuri told Hal. Me too, cried Rufus and Joe. But I don't understand, Hal said. I love my prickles. Your prickles do look very nice, Rufus said, but they do not feel nice. Maybe you could pick up your prickles and put them in a pile so they don't hurt anyone, suggested Joe. Hal looked around at all the prickles. There were so many. It would take him a long time to clean them all up. I don't like cleaning, Hal said. Cleaning up after yourself isn't always fun, said Joe. But everyone has to do it sometimes. When I pick berries, Joe said, I put them all in a basket so no one steps on them. I wouldn't want to make a squishy mess. When I lose my feathers, Yuri said, I sweep them up and they don't blow all over the place. When I collect rocks, Rufus said, I move them out of the way so no one trips on them. Hal closed his eyes. Dear God, help me to clean up after myself so that I can help my friends and we can all play and have fun together. Amen. Hal opened his eyes. He picked up one prickle and then another and then another. His friends even helped, very, very carefully. The end.